Ever wonder if you get your popularity from your parents? Everyone knows that you get your physical traits through genetics because it's in your DNA. But is there also something that can determine how popular you are? DNA is what stores your genetic instructions, which is the information that programs all of your cell's activities. DNA is made up of genes. No, not a pair of genes, but genes that are a set of instructions that have been passed on to us from our parents. Scientifically, genes are a set of 4 letters, A, T, G, and C, which are arranged in 3 billion letter codes that provides the assembly instructions for everything you are. These 4 letters are also known as nucleotides. These nucleotides must pair with their complementary, so A's are always paired with T's and G's are always paired with C's. By examining our DNA, scientists have been able to find specific connections between the way your genes are organized and certain traits you have, from your gender, to your eye color, to even certain diseases that have been passed on through generations. These connections began to be made when scientists began to analyze and map out all of the genes in the human body. They called it the Human Genome Project. Scientists wanted to be able to read the language of genes that tell us a large portion of a person's past, present, and possibly their future. In order to create this map, scientists had to decode all of the 25,000 genes in the human body. The map that was completed in 2000 is the map that shows us we have about 3 billion pairs. All of these genes are what scientists like to call your genome. The more sequenced genomes we collect, the more we have to compare and contrast from the traits we can see to the different gene pairs we find on the inside. So if we get all of our physical and personality traits from our parents, does that mean we will have the same kinds of friends as them, or in fact, be as popular as them? Researchers at the University of California, San Diego, and Harvard have shown that genes have a very large sway on the kinds of social networks people form and the positions they occupy in them. Researchers compared the social networks of identical twins to fraternal twins. More similarities were found between the identical twin social networks than to the fraternal. These similarities seem to be shaped by genetics. How many times each identical twin was named by others as a friend, and how likely each of their younger friends were able to remember them, were both approximately 50% related to genetic factors. Also, whether the teen was the center of attention of a network or on the edge of a group was about 30% genetic. There's not necessarily one gene that determines what social network you will be a part of, but it's a combination of different personality traits. Our genes urge us to certain behaviors, and these behaviors cause different kinds of social reactions from others. So to some extent, our genes are driving our social experiences. Take a look at your parents. Do you have the same humor as your dad? Or the same tendency to always go out rather than stay in, just like your mom? These are the personality traits that form the different people you come in contact with. Since there's not a specific popularity gene, we cannot turn a wallflower into a social butterfly just yet. So basically, at the end of the day, if you don't have any friends, blame your parents.